God damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Awesome.
I like the chat,
Alan,
Alan.
yeah. Alan, I have some things to say about that intro next episode. Get ready.
Oh, it's part of the Ask Titan Masters, the intro. destroy masters.
Welcome back, everybody. Titan Masters are back in the house. I am Harold Ruiz, otherwise known as Figure Mania Show. We've got Alan Frama, the Late Toy Show, Kaiju Crew, Isaiah Rickard, and we've got the one and only Akira Joe in the house. And now coming on is Patrick Omdios.
Hi, Spencer.
Hey, what's up, man?
And our very first special guest for Ask Titan Masters of 2022, the one, the only, Century, Spencer Cole. What's going on, brother? Everybody give a big hand.
Oh, yeah, boost that applause, man. Max volume.
Yeah. So let's acknowledge that one person that we have. We have David Hernandez. What's going on, brother?
Man.
Thank you for coming on, buddy.
David.
Yeah. He's been doing some really nice shots. He's been coming on. He's been doing quite well very quickly. So good for you, David. Alrighty. All right. So getting it before we get into entering, let's just talk to Spencer. Alrighty. So Spencer, I just want to show everybody in the chat. Well, there will be more people in the chat eventually. So this is your Instagram. So for you guys watching, you please follow Spencer's Instagram. He has a phenomenal account. All right. So here are some of the shots that he does, and it's just amazing work, dude, with the cutouts. Thanks, and everything, man. Yeah. Like that Spider-Man one, Jesus Christ, that's so dope.
Yeah, that one was cool, huh? I really like that one.
Yeah,
so cool.
Yeah, I like the Optimus Prime, and like I also like this the Wolverine and the Hawkeye with the ninjas here.
Yeah,
man, that's so cool. Yeah, I gotta get my hands on more diorama stuff like this. You know what I mean? Because like I don't have enough. Yeah. That's why. Yeah.
Yep. Funny.
Yeah.
Good old classic American kitchen right there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And was this like a PSA that you did?
Yeah, you guys probably, Isaiah may have seen this, but this is like one of those infomercials where like if you have an older parent that lives at home by themselves, you basically give them this necklace that if like something happens to them, they press the button and the ambulance shows up. So it's an American, like the reason why I did this one is because it's like a really stupid commercial that everyone's always made fun of forever because it's ridiculous. So I thought it would be funny, but
it's hilarious.
Well, in Canada we have Medical Alert, so
probably same exact thing. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So acknowledging us, Jamzilla, how you doing, sweetie? Okay, her little sister. Okay, the future Titan Master.
Hi, Jam.
Alrighty. Yes. Alrighty. So, does anybody have anything else to say? Ask.
That one.
No.
No. All right. Cool. All right. Let's get into it. All right. So, Spencer, we're just gonna jump right into looking at some shots and critiquing them and things. And oddly enough, she just came in. Your shots first, Jamzilla. Okay, so I'll go first. I like this shot very much. Couple things that could be adjusted here is to fill up this area here. Now this Godzilla figure, he's got like the best tail articulation out of like all the SH Monster Arts Godzilla figures. So what I would do, Jam, is I would use that tail just to arc his tail this way, just to fill up this background. You know what I mean? So like you can arc it, like you can arc his tail in such a way where it can come up this way and then that way, and that would fill up everything for you, and that would actually give you an extra composition. You know what I mean? So I would do that. Guys, anyone want to add anything?
Uh,
No, I think the tail idea fills in that space for sure.
Yeah.
Good idea.
It helps
Yeah. So
the shot.
I think probably helps with a little bit of higher f-stop, you know, a little
That's-
bit more in focus.
I think
sure.
phone,
Yeah, because
you can,
at the moment it's just like really focus on the face. You know,
Mhm.
you probably want the whole body to be in focus as well, because the
Yeah.
building is far enough anyway, so you shouldn't need to worry about it.
Sure. Also, what you could do too is because like there's a little bit too dark over here. What you could do is just get like one of those small Ulanzi lights and make it an orange light to to look like there's fire there. You know what I mean? Just to light this part up a little bit more, and having that extra light will help focus in a little bit more on the face too and things. So yeah. Also too, you want to just make sure that just tilt his head up a little bit more, just to give the eye lines can match a little bit more, because his eye line is not really matching here. So
For Kong?
that's what I would do. Yeah, for Kong.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really solid pick though.
Yeah, no,
It is.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah. I mean, Ultima, like I think Ultima is like my favorite release from last year. Yeah.
really?
So,
That-
yeah, Ultima and Mecha Godzilla. Yeah, they're my favorite releases from last year. Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. So Chris Lena's in the house. What's going on, brother?
Hi, Chris. Good morning.
Man,
Hey,
Yeah.
Chris.
Alrighty.
What up, my lodi?
So Jam is asking, isn't the face not too focused?
It's focus enough.
yeah,
I think it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Jam, if you get like one of these little where is it? If you have like one of these little Ulanzi lights right here, okay, so you can it's already on orange, so just put it right underneath Godzilla, and then it'll lighten them up a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, get one of these. Okay, they're very inexpensive too, so these are good. Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty, so okay, morning Titan Masters, Ritz, J7.
Morning,
What's
Ritz.
up? Morning. How
Morning.
you doing? Thank you for coming. Alrighty, so does anyone else Spencer, do you have anything to add here? Or
No, I think what you said is pretty good. The tail, the light, the Ulanzi underneath it, and if you get more light on that underside, I bet you it'd come out be more in focus too. So more light, better focus. Maybe play around with the Kong a little bit.
Sure.
Maybe the lighting on the Kong.
mhm.
I mean, but everybody knows that that's Kong. So I think overall it's pretty solid. Just a couple minor
Yeah.
tweaks, and it'd
Yeah.
be really nice.
Sure. Also, what I would do too, what you could do, Jam, is if you could elevate Godzilla a little bit more, just have him stand on something. You know what I mean? Just to give it like that more threatening presence. You know what I mean? And then
so
like
his head can look down a little bit more, right?
Yeah, pull the
Exactly.
hips together. Yeah.
yeah. So have him put something underneath his feet and have him like gives the appearance like there's like he's really over him and things. So that's what I would do.
A DVD case.
Yeah.
Put that.
DVD cases, or like
That's why I
like,
use DVD cases all the time.
I have a ton of these foam pieces that I use. You know what I mean? So I just
I
stack
use the
them on
foam too.
top or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just anything. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I
So
remember.
just use that.
What's a
Alright.
DVD, Spencer? What is that?
A DVD Blu-ray combo set.
This is it's a box for name cards.
Oh yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what
Just
you
anything you
get
can
when
get
you
your hands
order.
on.
pizza.
Use a,
Pizza. It's a pizza thing.
use a VHS box.
What's a VHS,
Yeah.
Spencer? What are these things that you're saying? VHS
Use an old record to.
record. What are these?
Yeah. All right. As for the f-stop, I'll have to focus on stacking because my phone doesn't have an f-stop. Oh, okay. So she's using her cell phone. Wow, this is a good shot for a cell phone.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Very good.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
is a
nice.
very good shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
So,
I have a little nitpick.
If that's the
though,
case, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, always tough grading people because a lot of times they don't have like the equipment they need to make the adjustments. So I kind of that's
Yeah.
I
So
think with the phone, if you use sharpened, I think that is like your focus a little bit. I used a
Mhm.
phone for like 6 months.
really
Mhm.
that's. I give props once I use phones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those at the very beginning, they weren't good pictures.
Oh, stop.
Not saying this one's not. This one's good. I like this one. This is good.
Yeah. So Chris Lena says, "Stop thinking much about what camera to get. Just get one already, Jam." Alrighty. Yeah. So we got like a little conversation here. Wait, I need money
Fuji
for
Film
Fuji.
X-T3.
Fuji.
Fuji stuff?
Okay. Well, as long as you get a DSLR, I mean, don't get fixated on
Brand.
brands.
The
You know what I
brand,
mean?
yeah.
So
Even though
you know,
some,
the artist makes the shot, not the camera.
that's
All
true.
right.
Yes, it's very true, man.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. So Jam, very, very, very nicely done. Okay. Just take just you know, if you're gonna redo those shots, just take those pointers in mind. All right. So let's move on.
Yep.
Okay, this one comes to us by Gigan Nexus. Okay. This needs a couple things. All right. One, okay, so whenever you guys are doing water shots, okay, what helps sell the water is the number one, the angle, and number two, the depth. Okay. There's not enough depth here, and as you can see, if you look here, here's
The
the
water
like the
levels are
horizon
aligned,
of the water, and then all of a sudden it just drops
Yeah,
off
it's-
over here.
Yeah.
It would be
You know what I
equal.
mean? So you got to watch out for those because you know what I mean. Like it just this breaks your photo right away. You know, what I would use. I mean, I was in the past. I used Paul. You know,
Poly.
what's
Poly.
poly and things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
polyester.
But I've started using, instead of poly, I've started using just pieces of plastic wrap. And for me, you know, to assimilate like those water splashes and stuff, in my opinion, they end up looking a little better in camera than poly or cotton and things. You know, so let me show you an example.
Never use cotton, right? Cotton's like a
Yeah.
no-no.
So here's an example. Here's my shot. Okay. So as you can see, I got the camera, you know, angled in such a way that, you know, like you can see, and I'm using plastic wraps for the water. You can see that, right? And like the reason why I like that is because like the light, when you know, like when you're using light and stuff like that, it bounces around and stuff like that, and it gives that nice
look.
Reflection.
exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So so Gigan Nexus, I would advise that you try using the plastic wraps. You know, just rip them up and stuff like that and put them in instead of using cotton or poly for this. Yeah. Alrighty. So does anybody have anything to add about this?
I think well at the moment, right, the blue that's using is a little bit too blue.
Yep.
So if
Yeah.
so if you were to have another piece of wrap on the blue, it would actually make it a little bit more lighter.
Yes.
Or maybe a light
Also, too,
underneath it.
Sorry.
A light underneath
the
it.
thing
Would that help?
is like the I'm sorry, Spencer. The thing is that it's the angle too. The camera is too up high. You know what I mean?
High.
He needs to go down
Yeah.
low. Yeah. He needs to go down
yes.
to hide this. You know what I mean? Because that's what's you know what I mean? So it looks like a plastic sheet because of the elevation of the camera. If you go down lower, it you hide that more.
Yeah.
Another thing I like to do when it comes to like water is look at like water at that time of day that you're trying to shoot. Like what color blue is that water? What kind of color are you gonna mimic? So I'm very
Yeah.
what color photography because I'm in college for it right now. And one thing that they are teaching and harping on is, does the scene match where you're at? You know what I'm saying? Like to a T. You know, like little information I'm now taking into like consideration, and it changes. It's a whole. I can go on forever about it, but Yeah, look up like natural shots of like just the bay or like what water looks like at this time, because water looks something. Yeah, like right there, that water is like
Yeah.
super bright blue and shining and stuff. So it's all dependent on the lighting and then the time of day too. The sky or the water reflects the sky, so you also have to take into consideration that. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, definitely.
Alrighty, so let's see. Our friend Dogosaurus Rex Productions, he's in the house. What's going on, buddy? So whenever I do water shots, I never use blue water because then it looks like fresh water or chlorine pool water instead of dark, dirty ocean water.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there are some in the world where it does. Remember, I think in Godzilla 2014, like the opening scene was like on a beach. That water was super bright and clear. So again, the area you're shooting, so you have to take that, like I said, location, time and stuff as a consideration.
Yeah. Cool. One thing I just recently discovered, thanks to Alan, because I used to use just the blue cellophane, but Alan used in his latest Godzilla versus Kong shot, he used the blue with green, and it looks a little bit looks more natural, like when you combine the two together.
More ocean-like, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I was like, oh, cool.
This was really my reference, and the sea here is a little bit green, right? It's green.
Yeah.
Right.
Green.
Yeah. So like when you did that, I was like, damn, that looks really good. So I went back and I did it, and I was like, yeah, this looks more, it pops more. Yeah. It's just instead of having just that one color, you know what I mean? So yeah. So thank you for that, Alan. Yeah. So
love you.
Yeah.
Patrick, you find out what the paper you use. You find out what it's called yet?
I actually messaged what's it called again, Isaiah?
It's electrostatic. It's crazy. I'm gonna.
It's a very long name. It's a very long name
for a window. It's literally for like it's meant to like lines for a window. Then so it allows like less light and you can't see through it. But it's like a blue electrostatic. It's like vinyl. It's rubbery. I thought it was like more like cellophane.
You actually found it, right?
Huh?
You actually found the material that I sent to you?
Yeah, I can go get it, but like I said, I'm kind of.
He's in his underwear. Yeah, we don't want to see that. Yeah.
Prove it. Prove it.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly it. His is a little better, but you can find that at Lowe's in America. Lowe's or like Home Depot. I thought it was called like electrostatic vinyl for your like.
It's not cellophane.
Vinyl.
Is there
it
no
looks
cellophane?
Like cellophane.
No,
I mean the colored ones, right?
Oh, electrostatic. I'm gonna find
it has a very long name though. I don't really remember what's it called. But basically,
yeah, that's what I do with my cellophane too.
Yeah,
it's right here.
It looks thicker,
I got it right here. So it's.
And you really need to really crunch them up like into small folds because Godzilla is so big, right?
Isaiah, can you take a snapshot of that later and then send it to us on our chat?
Of course not.
Yeah.
You son of a
You son of a bitch.
It's a trade secret, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
alrighty. So Gigan Nexus. So so just take that into account and stuff and things. Yeah. So yeah, try using the plastic wraps, as you can see here, for water splashes instead of the poly, because to me they look better. Yeah. And have that depth. Get that depth because you really have no depth here. Yeah. Alrighty. So speaking of so for our next shot, speaking of Dogosaurus, his shot's next.
Doggo.
Good.
Yes. Okay. First of all, Dogosaurus has been coming along really well.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of his shots, and he's just been improving, and building. So good on you for that, little brother. All right. Now for this shot right here, what you could do is if we look at Kong first, okay?
Posing.
His posing, exactly. It's his posing. Think of it like how
He's
a
trying to
real
hide from
animal.
Godzilla,
I'm sorry. Say again, Patrick.
right? He has to be more of like looking down at Godzilla rather than looking to the horizon.
That's
While
right.
Godzilla is trying
He's
to
not
go up as
looking
well,
at.
right?
He's not looking at
Yeah, yeah,
Godzilla. His eye line is his eyes are here, so
yeah.
and his eyes are going this way, right? Godzilla's fine, okay, but it's Kong. So you need to have him more on the building and then looking down, and then like think of him like as a like what a real gorilla would do, like on a top of something or like in a tree or like on a rock or whatever. His legs wouldn't be like that, especially his feet, you know what I mean? So like they, you know what I mean, they will almost look like almost kind of like a beefed up Spider-Man
Shoulder
almost, you
to
know what I
the
mean?
front.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. Iron Man, yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah, and also too, I mean, lighting. He needs more lights, of course. It's still kind of cold. All right, so and if he can use like more buildings and stuff to fill up the background and stuff, and have a rim like a rim light here
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
just still it's too underlit. Yeah, so guys, what do you say?
I
Rim
agree.
lighting for sure.
Century.
Rim lighting, yeah. Yeah, and it's too cold, so yeah. So Dogosaurus, you're in the chat. How many buildings do you have? Can you tell us? Can you write in the chat how many buildings or so you have?
You could also do a tighter grouping, a tighter composition if you have like the last.
Yeah, I don't have a lot. That's okay. I mean, if you go to let me show you guys. If you go to stationery shops and you find go to like office places and stuff like that and look for pen holders or little baskets, okay? You can turn those into buildings, okay? So you can get like a whole bunch of those and things, paint them up, and then and you can turn those into buildings because like if you see like the little squares and stuff like that, they're small enough. You know what I mean? So like they're good enough
Nice.
for kaiju shots and stuff. You know what I mean? So I got a few of them that I'm working on and stuff for my bigger Godzilla figures and stuff. You know what I mean? So instead of like you don't have to buy. I know iPop Designs. I mean they're the cream of the crop when it comes to buildings and stuff like that, right? But for those of you that don't have the money to spend, okay, you guys
On
can
shipping, anyways.
yeah, that too.
Because
Yes.
the buildings are
you know what I
not
mean?
expensive. It's the shipping that'll kill
It's
you.
the shipping that kills you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you can do is you can go to stationery
Dollar
shops
store,
and
right?
get these pen holders and stuff. Let me show you another. Let me show you. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I should try that.
Give me a second.
Now we can look at his collection.
So look at this. I'm working on this building right here. So you see this? Okay, so this is not necessarily for my SH Monstars. This is more for like my big NECA and my X pluses, right?
Yeah.
So there's two of them, right? So like
Stackable.
I got like a few of these, right? And then I stack them on top, right? I cut a hole in here so I can put the light in here too, and then I'll be covering the inside and stuff like that, just to with what's it called? Fucking sorry for the F-bomb. For the anyways, I'm just to put light in here and things, you know what I mean? I'm at a loss for words right now, you know what I mean? But yeah,
That's
get these.
awesome.
Like you don't
Like
so you don't have to go and buy expensive buildings. Also too, I mean, if you go on my Instagram page and you look at in my bio, I have a link for free papercraft buildings. You know what I mean? So you can use
Yeah, I
those.
saw that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can download those for free and print out different sizes and stuff, and you can use that in the background. So like the bigger size of your the papers that you use, it really will depend. And they're good enough. Here's some examples.
Yeah.
You see? So like if you have them up close, I mean, you can clearly tell they're papercraft buildings because they're smooth. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
wouldn't
no
recommend
texture.
using these for like right in the right at the front. You know what I mean? Because there's no texture to it. But if you have it in the back, use them as backgrounds. I mean, these are perfect. You can't tell that that they're paper craft if they're further back. Okay.
Yep.
So Dogosaurus, use that. Okay. Yeah. Anything else to add, boys?
Or there can be an easier solution,
Oh.
which I always use. Just it's a normal cutout, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's but you would need a lot of light for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for his, I mean,
I need the
Yeah, if
files.
you go
man.
to-
Send it to me.
yeah.
People that do cutouts deserve like, because I don't have the page.
Yeah. So I've never thought
Nice.
about that. Ha ha ha. Of course, I'm a genius, dude. Okay, you don't know that. You know.
Here's
Right.
here's Harold's page on Facebook, and that's where you can get the papercraft buildings.
Yes.
He posted it in the albums on his Facebook.
Yes. Yeah. So if you go to my Facebook page, my
Look for-
fan page, and then there's a photo. There's a photo album there, and you just go and you just get that. There it is.
That's cute, Harold. Thank you.
Awesome. But the basket thing, I have to try that out. I'm gonna go
No,
to
it's
the
good.
dollar
It's good.
seller.
And
That's a
also
good
too,
idea.
I
Yeah.
also have a damaged one that I'm working on too. So you could
Yeah.
buy
Oh,
like a
nice.
whole bunch of them, and you can also damage them. You see that?
Awesome. And
Yeah.
that's great for 112 figures too.
Yeah, you can.
Probably
Yeah,
better
that's-
'cause
that's-
those are
for this
big.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
like for the backgrounds, I mean, these are good for 112.
Probably not.
Great for Spider-Man, Batman stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who said
Yeah.
probably not?
Probably
I
not.
mean,
Are you kidding me? For the
I said it
background,
was
like
a
for far
great
back,
idea.
of course they're good.
Yeah.
I think
You're
it's a little bit too small.
right now. You can't.
You just have to. Yeah, you
Too
just
small.
have to. These are big. These are big.
Yeah.
If I stack,
Those are
look,
huge.
yeah.
Yeah.
So here, hold on a second.
Get a lower angle.
Lower angle.
Lower angle.
This is toy photography in real time.
So, boys, this
Look
is
at
how we
this.
set it up.
Harold, would
Look
you
at this.
one or what?
So then I could buy more, and then I could build like a whole
Just
city.
stack
with
it up.
these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it looks like Harold's the monster.
About the kids.
Yeah. Goddamn right.
Think about pencils. Think of
Yes. Alrighty.
I love it. Oh, this day is fun.
Yeah. Oh, we always have fun here on Titan Masters, man.
You got to. It's a part of it.
Yes. Yes.
All right, something to
Okay.
add to this.
Yes,
The
go ahead.
buildings at the back, you can elevate it. As we mentioned before.
Yes, you can
know,
elevate
use,
those. Yeah.
Yeah, you can use the boxes or whatever. Elevate it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um,
And you see
definitely
the building. Go ahead. So I'm sorry, Akira. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's all right. Definitely need more light. It would help if you. It would also help if you can print a background. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you can for the building as the background. You can do that. And I think Alan was showing something. One of those souvenirs when you go to, let's say, New York or something. You can buy one of those souvenirs of a.
All right.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
You can use
Yeah.
that as a
The skyline. Yeah.
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 You just
You can
wherever
use
you
the
want
skyline or whatever.
wherever you want to get the background, you just got to travel to that place, get
Yeah.
the poster, and come back. And that's how
Not
you do
Yeah.
it.
really.
Eating.
Not really. With eBay these days, you just find souvenirs. You know what I mean?
We recommend that you actually travel there
100%.
Yeah.
and then come back.
Also, too,
Surprise,
like,
Harold.
You can do that if you want.
what?
Where's the Taipei 101 buildings in your shots, Harold?
Oh,
That's an awesome building.
it
Yeah.
is, but I don't have I haven't thought of getting it because I'm like all thinking of Japan all the time. So yeah, I should think of Taipei. And
Yeah,
also, what I wanted to add, Dogosaurus, is the selection of building that you use. Like that building clearly is like a destroyed building already. Maybe that wouldn't be like the best building. Like have like a building that's not as damaged as this one. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just a nitpick of mine. What do you think?
And also, I think if you want to do, if you have an idea and like say you don't have the right props for it, probably don't force the idea. I think that's one thing that
Exactly.
I could add. Yeah,
Patience.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
patience. Because like a lot of
Patience, yeah.
times, I mean, I have ideas for a lot of shots and stuff like that. I haven't made them yet. Why? It's because I don't have the appropriate stuff for them
Yep.
yet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'm just working up towards that. So that's the
I think
thing.
we probably
Yeah.
all do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Definitely.
I never.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, doggy. So, all right. So let's move on. So this is jalapeno customs. Okay, so
Jalapeno.
here I like eating jalapeno pizza. So good.
Okay. First things first is the focus.
Yes, the focus.
I can't see it, to be honest.
I like the focus is it's
It's
not
on
on
the
Godzilla.
arm, not on the face.
It's on the arm, yeah, not on the face, and definitely more light.
Mhm,
And I can see this is on a Dio.
mhm.
I think it's meant to be like mountains and stuff. So I can
Yeah.
see one at the back. Maybe if you can elevate that would be nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise this is pretty compact. To create depth, maybe just background. You just need background.
Yeah. Also, too, I mean, there's just one color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to have some white light. In any shot that you do, you have to have some white light to diffuse to offset the other colors. He's just using one color right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's purple. I don't know why it's purple. So
Yeah,
you
I don't,
know
yeah,
it's
why
daytime, it's
purple?
purple.
Of all the yeah, I mean,
It's a pretty shot. But yeah, no, the color thing is.
But just need minor tweaks, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just minor
Yeah.
tweaks.
just minor tweaks, yeah. Okay. I mean, there isn't you're not going to be able to get a lot of posing with a Bandai figure, so that's
Yeah.
the thing. So, that's the thing. Alrighty. Spencer, do you got anything to add on this?
Yeah, you guys are pretty much saying exactly what I would say. I mean, you guys are the Titan masters, so you guys would
Come
know,
on, man.
you would know better than I would. I've taken like 3 Godzilla shots, but yeah, white light, that's super super important. I'd say I don't know how far away that background is, but to me it looks a little close. So
Mhm,
maybe pull that back. That may just be the smoke or whatever that is. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, that white light, maybe try an angle, make it a little bit more dynamic. Rim
Mhm.
lighting, lose the purple, get orange, blue stuff Godzilla would play with.
Yes.
More focus on Godzilla, less focus on the rocks. That's
Mhm.
it.
Yeah. He could actually bring those rocks closer to the camera to give that to give that depth, that blurriness, right? So he could do
Yeah.
that too. So, yeah. Alrighty, so jalapenos. He's coming along well. So you can only go up from here. Okay. All right, let's
Yep.
go next. Anything else to add? Or is that it?
I think we're good.
Okay. I'll pound the gavel. There you go.
Judgment for the plaintiff.
Yes.
You want to?
Okay, so he's in the chat. Atomic Goji.
You want to?
I know
This is
you're
awesome.
there.
I really like this one.
Hayden. Couple things. Okay. I took a look. I was like, oh man, there's this atomic, not atomic.
Yeah, too, right?
Attack on Titan
Attack on Titan.
figures.
How much?
I've been wanting that giant Titan figure forever. You know what I mean? But no
Yeah,
one's
same
made
here, man.
an articulated, figure of that guy. You know what I mean? They've made these guys, but they're smaller on the smaller scale comparatively. But in any case, I took a look at this figure, and he's got good articulation and things. Now, the caption of this photo is he's called in reinforcements. So Godzilla's on his side here, but we have him. He's, in my opinion, like if I'm bringing in, and if I'm shooting a photo with 2 characters, I want the other character to be more in focus as well. He's not here. You know what I mean? And also too, the posing of that Eren Yeager figure looks strange to me, because he's got this angry face. He's like, ah, right? So like, unfortunately, with the figure, with the hands of that figure, he doesn't have hands that do this, you know what I mean? So like, to give that expression, those look more, neutral hands, you know what I mean? They look more like this, right? Instead of like this, So if that figure had the hands like this, it would sell it a little bit more, but it doesn't. It looks like he burnt his hands. He's like, that's what it looks like to me, But also too, like, if he's showing he's enraged, have like, the posing more, you know what I mean? Throw the
More like a
shoulders
T-Rex
back
sort of,
and stuff like that, and like like that, and instead of just standing upright, you know what I mean? Just have him more crouched in, like, you know what I mean? Like he's enraged, because it doesn't to sell that more. It doesn't really sell his the way he's posed doesn't sell that he's enraged.
Yeah, I agree. It's more the body posture, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
it's the
should be
body
going-
posture. Yeah,
It should be going something like this, This one looks like
Yeah.
he's praying, man.
Yeah,
or like he burnt his
yeah.
hands. You know what I mean? Because there's fire here. Oh, my hands! That's what it looks like to me.
Which is why
You know.
there are times, right, where we have to sacrifice our shots, and if the figure doesn't allow, we just have to avoid the shot, And
Yeah.
So is this the Kotobukiya?
Yeah.
This is the
which is the
Kotobukiya,
model
yeah,
kit, right? Yeah.
yeah,
So this one?
You have it?
Is it this one?
yeah. That's it
Yeah,
right
the
there.
model kit. Yeah.
So I think he can do something like a screaming pose where he can like pull his shoulder back a little bit, right?
Exactly.
that-
Like you can do it. Yeah, you can do
That
it. but-
pose,
Yeah.
that pose is
Kinda
looks
like this.
kind of like
Yeah,
that.
this pose
Yeah.
would be better. Yeah. So
I sometimes look at the reference poses that are actually on the package for
100%.
posing. I do that.
mhm. Mm.
Except Marvel Legends, the person that does those poses sucks.
Oh yeah.
It's so true, man. Yeah.
They're horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's on
So-
Instagram, right? That guy. I think I follow that guy. The guy who
It's-
does the pictures.
I don't really think it's him. I think he just takes the
I think he
shot.
just-
I don't think he poses them, honestly.
He edits them, right? He's the
Yeah,
one who's
yeah.
editing them. They send him the photos. Oh, I see. All right.
I think I may be wrong. I'm not.
So Hasbro,
They need work.
take a look at it. Just hire any of us here, man.
Yeah,
do a
better
the
Probably
Marvel-
Patrick. He does the most with the Marvel
No,
Legends.
man.
Marvel
Yeah.
Legends package masters. I don't know. So do another podcast.
Package
Yeah.
Masters. Yeah. Cool. Alrighty. So yeah, just remember the posing. Like think of it. Yeah. Like if you're enraged, you're not going to be standing there like that, or you know what I mean. Or he could even have like the fist hands. You know what I mean? Like give him like a more dynamic posing instead of like that. So yeah. So just those things to keep in mind, Hayden. Okay.
Yep.
All right, and I would like Godzilla to be more in focus because I want to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the blurrier the background is, you're saying that he's far away, and it doesn't sell the size. It doesn't
No.
seem like he's, if he's closer in size, then he should be sharper
Mhm.
Yeah.
to sell that he's a giant. The guy, the Titan guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not even that big himself, I don't think.
Was that?
How big is the Titan? I mean, he's like
I think like Titan, like those characters
Oh,
are
yeah.
like 15 meters or even under that. You know what I mean? So like they're tiny compared to Godzilla. You know what I mean?
That-
So like this, like the way this is posed, like the way it's set up, this would work. But you just need Godzilla more in focus. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, this would work, but he needs Godzilla more in focus. Yeah. Okay. Anything else to add, there, boys?
That's about
No.
it for me.
All right, I'm pounding the gavel. All right, next one.
That's your next purchase, Harold. A real gavel.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Titan Master gavel. And it's got Titan
Yeah,
Masters
with
on it,
branding
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
You know one of those the kids one when you're hitting
Oh,
Let's
this
get a
kid-
call him.
I actually
The
got one
small
in my
one.
school.
With the xylophone, with the xylophone.
Yeah. It's like those baby ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so Ultramanners. in the house, can you please take a look at this? For me, I mean, the back, depth, and just to fill up a little bit more this part over here with buildings. And why is this, like, these are buildings, and like, why is this tree here? Like, it really,
Yeah, it's
like,
too high up, right? Yeah.
yeah, like that's a really big ass tree. You know what I mean? So yeah. So what do you think?
Yeah, and like for me, it's I think the background is too close. I can see a shadow,
Yes,
a
right
little
over
bit of
Yeah,
there.
shadow.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think the angle is not the best angle with this setup because, like the sky is too low if you look at it. So he need probably different background or something like that. Different angle,
hmm
definitely different angle. And as you guys mentioned already, it's a big ass tree over there.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so I think that's about it. Everything else not too bad.
I think a
Yeah.
different white balance too. If
Yeah.
you're
That's
using a
correct.
camera.
The color
Yeah.
composition is
He needs more light, because like all the
Yeah.
light's coming from this direction here, and like it's not, you know what I mean? There's not enough light over here in this
And
area.
that front building's not lit on the front there.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there's this one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably a little bit more light on the backdrop as well. And
Sure.
a saturation boost, and maybe play with the contrast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. True, man.
Once you learn the camera and everything. I mean, it's pretty solid though, for the most part.
Mhm.
A couple tweaks.
Mhm.
Yeah, for the most part, a couple of It's just those
Yeah.
extra little details.
We say a
Sure.
couple tweaks, but I'm like, lower angle, more light on the backdrop. You got to play with the contrast.
Okay.
Couple
Isn't
tweaks.
that what we call like the fine tuning bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a total overhaul, not fine tuning.
Mhm.
But it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Now, I'm going to give some tough love to here for this shot here, and for everybody watching, and you'll understand why. Okay. Now, this shot is clearly inspired by my shot, which is this one right here. Okay. So if you look at my shot here, I fill up everything. You know what I mean? Like I fill up the area as much as I can. So he was inspired by my shot, but this area here is just not filled up at all.
This shot
So
looks
what I-
like it looks
Go ahead.
like right before your shot. Like what happened right before your shot?
Like they
Before
were still
everybody
in the
arrived.
process of assembling, right?
Yeah,
They're still,
exactly.
Yeah,
they're late.
yeah.
They're late to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So couple things here. Okay, like because I'm an ACB artist, like we're all ACB artists, right? So like we've been doing this a while, that we know the tricks of the trade. We know how to we try our best not to include stands in the shot and things. So like if you look at this Mothra here, I'm using a clip, and I'm to hold Mothra on the wings over on this side over here on the right, and I have this monster figure here to block that. You know what I mean? To not show that, right? So so he asked me, this person that made this shot, he asked me how I did that, and I told him, but then he decided to use a stand, but then he handed off his shot to, I think it was another artist, to edit out the stand here. But if you look
Yeah,
here,
he left out the
this,
bottom one.
he
Yeah.
left this part out. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Okay, like if you pass your work off to someone else, you rob yourself of learning something, of discovering something for yourself. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is, like, finish your own shots. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to fail. Okay, because like all of us here are big dogs here. You know what I mean? We all finish our own shots. We've never had to pass it off to somebody else to do this for us or anything like that. learn to finish your own shots, because I mean, he didn't do it on purpose, but no one should care more about your own work than you. You know what I mean? And you know where everything is, so then this part wouldn't be left out. And honestly, to learn how to edit out a stand is not hard at all. You can go on YouTube, and there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube where you can learn how to edit out stands. So there's no need to hand off your shot to somebody else to do it for you. You finish your own shot. Okay? So that's the thing.
Oops.
Yeah.
I have Akira. Akira takes most of my shots, just to let you guys know. He takes a lot of mine.
Yeah.
But no, I could definitely tell, Harold, you're a teacher. That was a great wording of that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because like little kids, like when I get homework, I was like, you didn't do this homework. Your dad did this homework, right? Oh no, I did the homework. And then like,
yeah,
I get their dad. Can you write this sentence for me? It's his writing. I was like, God damn it. You know what I mean? It's a big pet peeve of mine. I go, stop doing your kid's homework. He's not learning anything. Okay, so it happens.
Super true. Yeah. No.
Yeah. So, yeah, do your own homework, guys. All right. So,
Harold himself, do your homework.
Yeah, do your own homework. All righty. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you just need to. I mean, I like the framing and everything here. You know what I mean? Like he needs, like if he did what I did with Mothra. Also, like if you don't want to edit out that stand, what you could also do too is just place a building directly behind Godzilla and have Mothra stand on that building with her wings out, and that would take care of all this. You know what I mean? So that's what I would do. Like if you didn't want to go the Photoshop editing route. Yeah. Guys, do you have anything to say?
Do your homework.
Yeah, because I see this. I've been seeing this a lot lately in the community. Everybody's like, there's people like handing their shots off to other people to do this and do that. I mean, there's no need for that. Do it yourself.
That's crazy. I've never heard. Yeah. I've never heard of that. I've
been seeing it. I've been seeing it quite a bit. Yeah. So I mean, and it defeats the whole purpose of this too if you do that. You know what I mean? Because do yourself, you're not learning anything if you do that. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. Alrighty. So, anything to add here, boys?
Yeah, composition wise, I think probably there's a lot of empty space.
Yeah.
On the other side, probably need to fill that in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so like if he could move this building here directly behind Godzilla just to hide the stand, and then have Mothra's wings spread out more, that would take care of this spot right here, as I said.
Or if there are times if you do not have enough figures, what you can do is you can bring the camera lower and you can shoot it up this way, so you can actually cover up more of the blank space on top.
Yeah, or elevate the building too. You know what I mean? So that's the thing.
Or even just have Mothra right behind Godzilla with the wings spread.
With the stand.
His
spikes will cover up that stand.
Yeah. You know, so that's the thing. Alrighty. So so just giving you some tough love, man. Guys, do your own stuff, man. I mean, you learn nothing if you have someone finish it for you. Okay? So awesome. All right, so can we pound the gavel now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give a different sound effect. There. Alrighty. Okay, so Gaming Goji. He just posted a new shot today, which he's been improving. Looking at this shot right here, I mean, he's very new at this. You know what I mean? So I can't tell if this is if he's using a digital background or did he CG in this, edit this in. Yeah, but like the background doesn't match, like the height and everything. Like the scaling is completely off. Yeah.
But
So-
one thing that I'm impressed with is that Liberty is actually facing the ocean instead of facing the camera. That that is a very smart move, though. I can see that.
Yeah. So
Some people would have made it face this way instead, right? But you face the ocean, which is a smart
yeah, you
move.
face the ocean. Yeah, which
That's
is
a
nice.
smart move. Yeah.
Yeah. So you definitely need more lighting. Okay. So he's very new in the game. So just get Ulanzi lights. I mean, if you've been following us, you guys know that we have like a ton of lights for everything and things. All right, and you can try, like, if you don't have, like what was mentioned earlier, like if you don't have the necessary props for a good shot, you can just focus on just something more compact, more intimate and things. You know what I mean? You don't have to throw in props and stuff for Titan shots all the time. Okay, so
Yeah, man, like what you're teaching your kids, right? You should show some of your kids' work because those are simple, but they're effective.
Exactly.
If you don't have a lot of things.
Yeah. So just think of so that you can just start off simple, start off small. I mean, like a lot of kids like go, oh, I don't have enough buildings for this and that. You don't have to have any of that, just for starting out. You can just zero in more, get the composition right, get the lighting right and everything, you know what I mean? And then just slowly build up to it. So but his latest shot, if you look at his Instagram, he did a Godzilla versus Kong he did like a rendition of it, and it looks awesome. Yeah. So
I'm just
he's doing something right, So yeah. Okay. Anything else to add here, boys?
Try not to cut off parts of the figure, like the Statue of Liberty. Her book is cut off.
Oh yes.
So try not, unless it's like attached to a coffee mug or something,
Yeah.
Which might be the case in this, because it may not just be on its own. But if you don't need a reason to cut it off, don't cut it off. And the other thing I would mention, I don't know if you already just mentioned this, but the sun's coming from that direction. You would want as much light as you can coming from behind the figure, facing towards the camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just that's just like in general. It doesn't necessarily have to do with Titan photography. It could just be wherever you got your sun. You got to have light pointed towards it.
Right.
Yes.
So
I thought this was a night shot, or is this a day shot?
It looks like a sun to me.
The blue kind of gives me the.
I think, yeah.
The ocean's too dark, though, right?
Yeah. I think
that's the thing.
Well, you can see the reflection behind Godzilla on the ocean. It kind of looks like maybe it's the sun setting, or
yeah.
True. The color throws it off. The blue color throws it off.
Yeah. It may not be totally blue.
Yeah.
Either that or Thor's coming down into the ocean. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're editing stuff in, like a background in and stuff like that, you can start off just having just white, like a white background, or like an orange or yellow background. You know what I mean? Start, just throw some color in there. You know what I mean? Like in the ACBA group, like if you look like your stuff, Spencer, you know what I mean? Like you use a lot of whites and things, and it looks really nice. You know what I mean? So you don't have to use a background all the time. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't really use a diorama for half my shots, honestly. It's usually just a poster board.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
This one is
right
now.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to take some school pictures back there.
Yeah. So if you look at, that's what you look at what Spencer's got. He's got a blue poster board.
Yeah.
And things. How many poster boards do you have, Spencer?
Oh man, I don't know, like 40 or 50 honestly.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, well, I do a lot of cutouts, so I need the poster board for the cutouts too. So that's like it's the perfect consistency for cutouts, so I use that a lot. But colored poster boards, I probably got like 20 or 30 of them, honestly. Got to have at least like 5 or 6 whites, a couple blacks, gotta have some of those space backgrounds,
Hell yeah.
This is my favorite one, though. This is the one probably I use the most. Is this? I haven't been able to find this one again at the arts and crafts store. It's like this light blue,
Baby blue.
not like
Yeah.
the dark blue. It's like the light blue. So if you want it to look like white, if you hit it with enough light, it can kind of look like white light, but with just,
White, right, yep.
just a hint of blue, which is what I
Right.
really like. Because sometimes I don't always just like, just the white hot. Sometimes I'm more of a blue guy, I think, as far as depending on the shot, of course.
Sure. Yeah. So Gaming Goji, I mean, I recommend that you follow Spencer. You know what I mean? Because he does what I'm suggesting that you do, he does. You know what I mean? And you could learn a lot from watching his behind the scenes and stuff like that. So yeah. So you can only go up from here, okay? All right, so pound the gavel.
Boom.
Damn it, Alan.
Where was
You
that?
took that.
What
You
was
robbed
that?
me of that. God
Someone
damn it.
entering a WWE arena.
Alrighty,
was
I'm moving
scary.
on. God damn it, Alan. I wanted to do it. I wanted to go poke. Alrighty. So, Sean. I keep calling this kid Jonathan. it's
So it's Jonathan.
Sean. It's
Jonathan.
No, it's Sean. His name is Sean, not Jonathan. I don't know if he's in the chat. But yeah. Okay. There's a lot. There's too much dead space all over. I know what he's trying to do. But for something like this, what he could try doing, number one, it's just way too orange. It's like all one color.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know? So I would, I can't even tell what color this Godzilla figure is, like the natural color, you know? I don't feel like there's any white light in this shot at all. Guys, what do you think?
No, there isn't.
No, it looks
There
like that's a
isn't.
yellow light, like a orange or yellow light or something.
It's all one color, you know what I mean? So you want to avoid that, you know what I mean? Like as I said earlier, you always have to have some white light in your shots, you know, to offset the other colors here. Alrighty. Now, if you had that white light, then Godzilla's color would come through, like that dark color, and and then the background would outline him a little bit more better. You know what I mean? What you could do with this guy here, because this is Godzilla's son, have him stand on a hill or something like that. You know what I mean? So, like if you, I think he's inspired by that Son of Kong shot that I did. You guys remember that Son of Kong shot?
Pull it up.
Sorry.
Let me
Well,
see.
the thing is, most people have to understand this one thing. When it comes to Titan shots, it's a little bit tricky. You actually need props that are larger props that look smaller in order to make Godzilla look bigger. So in this picture right here, you can't really tell that Godzilla is a big figure, you know. He needs to show
Right.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs something to elevate the size of Godzilla in general.
Yeah, all he needed to do is actually get those miniature trees,
Yeah.
Yes.
place it
Yeah.
underneath, and pretty much done.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look. Let me find that shot for you guys.
Yeah, I think maybe you need to spend a little bit more time, kind of, just in general on the shot. Looks kind of thrown together super quick. I think
Yeah,
you
you need to
gotta,
fine tune it.
yeah, you definitely need to spend a little bit more time, play with the angles, take lots of different pictures. I mean, both the figure, they're
Yeah.
cut off at the bottom there. Maybe he doesn't have a base that he can put them on. I see some kind of grass or something down there.
Yeah.
So, there's all kinds of angles. If you're not sure, pull up a IDW Godzilla comic or maybe watch one of the movies, see what kind of angles they play with in those,
Good idea, man.
So
Yeah.
that's just something, spend a little bit more time, look at your guys' shots, obviously.
Yeah.
So
I don't
so
know
let
if
me-
he's inspired by those Godzilla. There are Godzilla posters that kind of look like that, like the one color ones. I'll show you something later after this one. Yeah.
So
Oh,
here's
look at that.
mine.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like if you throw in some hills and stuff like that to act as like mountains and things, you know what I mean? Like you can, you can sell it better and things. Okay, and I got like the grass here, like on the, on his feet and things. You know what I mean? And I threw up Mothra in the sky, so she's actually on glass. This is glass technique. So, yeah. So he was trying to do that. Oh, Isaiah, he got kicked out. Sorry, Isaiah.
Would it be about internet errors, issues?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I
Yeah.
think that's the inspiration that he got from. So that's okay.
Yeah, like for example, if you're going for something like going back to the simple ones,
Mhm.
right?
I love the picture.
Yeah. The profile picture. Yeah,
That's the
great.
old one.
That's him in the
Don't
toilet.
There you go. There.
Alan's my favorite.
Yeah, I look up
Cool.
reference stuff. I mean, I would say is before I take a picture, I look at so much reference stuff, comics, Google searches.
Yeah.
I throw on the movie. I mean, that's like,
I can't tell you how many times I throw on a movie while I'm taking a shot.
yeah, oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
good for me.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
doing your research.
Kind of puts you in like the mood, maybe
Yep.
gets you a
Yeah.
little bit more hyped for
Like
your shot.
on tracks.
Yeah.
That's what I do a lot.
Yeah. So it's just he just needs a little bit more TLC in this, and use some white light in your shot and things. Yeah. Or have like this little Godzilla standing on a hill or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, excuse
So you
me.
can get him in.
What was that
Yeah.
bird?
Was that Mothra?
Oh no, it's my phone. My phone. Yeah.
David has a
Right.
question here.
Here you go. White light.
You guys have an example of white
Maybe
light,
a
I
shot.
believe I have an idea.
Oh, well, I
Maybe
think the misconception here is that most people think that when we say white light, we don't actually meant that. Well, I know that sometimes you do not want white light on your picture, but for the camera to be able to detect the objects, you need a white light to separate the object. So I think,
Yeah.
I think
It's
a
a
lot of people have
balancing thing.
misconception. Yeah, a lot of people
It's
misconception.
a color balancing thing. White light.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
so
what you
let
need,
me-
white light.
Yeah. So look at my. Okay. So here's mine. Okay. So I got light there, light there, light there. Okay. So like I got like a ton of lights everywhere. You know what I mean? So I mean I have like basically I built like a studio, like a cage. You know what I mean? So like I got like what you're seeing right now is white light. You know what I mean? So like that's what I use quite a bit. You know what I mean? So depending on the shot, the color temperature that I want. I don't need to use all these white lights, you know what I mean? So but I do need like this overhead one over here that I have. That's basically my main one. And then like if and then I put like something over the light just to to set the power back, you know what I mean? Like to diffuse it if it's too strong, you know what I mean? So like if you have tissue paper, okay, like if one of your lights is too strong, then throw something over your light to diffuse it a little bit more. Okay, so I have like this white tissue paper. So like the more, depending on how much I put on in front of the light, I can diffuse the light a little bit more. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is your friend. Alrighty. Yeah.
I would actually say use the Ulanzi one because you can adjust the lights, the strength as well. So you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but but that's like if you have like, but the thing with these Ulanzi lights, they can't cover an entire area like these bulbs.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's the thing. You know what I mean?
But actually,
Yeah.
sometimes I use the white light just on the figure. I don't
Exactly.
need-
Yeah.
you know
For
what I mean?
on the figure itself. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. Okay. So anything to add here, people?
Well, I think pretty much covered it, to be honest.
Yeah, we covered it. All right. So okay, Alan, pound the gavel.
Wow.
All right. Wow.
The Rock has entered the arena.
It's more like Godzilla's entered the arena.
Stone Cold Steve
Yeah.
Austin.
Oh hell yeah! Alrighty, so Ultramanners. Patrick, do you want to take this one?
This is supposed to be a transformation sequence, right? So
Is it?
Is it? I don't know. I don't know anything about Ultraman. So
coming up, yeah.
I thought he's about to fly, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not flying upwards.
yeah. But his
know,
posing,
I mean,
like
the
if
first-
he's flying, his posing is not too defined.
He
I'm
flies like
wondering
this,
if I'm wondering if it's a limitation of the figure. You know, in the
That is
posing.
also one thing, yeah. That is also one thing, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I haven't played
Okay.
with the figure, so I don't know.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's definitely hard to tell what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Like if he's flying or like
I'm
Like
gonna say it. I'm gonna call it that he's flying because look at his leg.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like Iron Man shooting out
Yeah,
smoke on the
exactly.
bottom. But you know, if you're gonna take the shot, it's got to be really clear storytelling as far as
I think this is what he's trying to do, you know.
Yeah. It's some,
transformation.
yeah.
Oh.
You get there after a while. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what
Yeah.
you mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
reference photos. Gotta look up them reference photos.
The thing though, because I'm watching this series and when he do the rise pose, he doesn't do that Ultraman. You know, he do the Tiga one, just normal like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't do this. You know what I mean? That's why it's not in my head straight away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about Ultraman, so but I really don't understand what's going on here. So, yeah.
Yeah, so
But there is a
Patrick,
limitation in the figure, though. It does have a limitation.
Oh, okay.
Patrick is holding the figure.
Let me see, Patrick. Okay, let's.
But there
okay,
is
so
a
that's the same
limitation.
figure.
Yeah, it's the same one.
So if he's flying, is that his flying pose?
Yeah,
Not really,
that's my
though.
question. Because I usually see Ultraman with two hands, right? Palms
They
open.
usually
like
fly
this.
like
It's
this.
not a face, but like this. Yeah.
Does he have other poses when he's flying, like Superman? You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like if you look at Superman, sometimes
Yeah,
like
he
he's
goes-
like this, or he's like this, or he's just like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Can
Hands
can
back.
that Ultraman does he pose like that? Which is my question.
97% of the time it's like this, you know.
Oh, I see.
Because
Yeah.
he only flies to exit the scene after the
Yes,
battle
yes,
scene,
yes.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, just it's a little too blurry, so to understand like what's going on. So that's the thing. Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
he is going for that shot, the one that Patrick showed with the punch, the one
Mhm.
arm,
Yeah.
you could, if he can't straighten that arm out, he should like bend the whole body so that it goes,
Yeah.
I think
because
it's the
most
armor
figures
piece
can't
that's
do
blocking.
this kind of pose, right? They
Right.
can't. They're limited by
Yeah.
so you bend
Shoulder
the
blade,
body. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then,
you use the torso.
Yeah.
to twist it.
Yeah, you have to twist it.
Also, too, his fist too. You know what I mean? Like it's too, like his fist is too like this. You know what I mean? So like if you, like Superman, like he's flying, his fist is more like this. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
too like this. You know what I mean? Like, so have it more like this, I guess. So, which is what I would do. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
use a wider angle lens or put him closer to the camera to exaggerate that size, so that his fist is really, 'cause
Mhm.
right now his hands look super small,
Yeah,
You
but
guys
you
are
can do
familiar
that
with,
with a camera.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are familiar with Let's Toy, right? Let's Toy. You know the
Yes,
photographer
yes.
Let's Toy? All right, he actually
Yeah.
showed me this before, which is a very good idea. All right. How he actually made the fist bigger is actually by using arms from Sofubi. You see it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Use a bigger,
Oh wow.
literally a bigger fist.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it actually does sell that idea of like the angle.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
The one,
that's
remember
cool.
the Ant-Man shot that I did with him holding Hulk?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
The hand is actually
Yeah.
detached from Ant-Man, so the hand is
Yes,
right
that's a very good
up
idea as well.
against the
Yeah.
lens. And
The
That was a
the
brilliant
forced
shot.
perspective, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
force perspective.
Yes,
God, I
Yeah,
love
yes,
that
yes.
one.
yeah, cool. Alrighty. All right. So, anything else to add, boys, about this?
Yeah, like like the thing that confuses us is more other than the posing, it's actually the background because it's a bunch of explosions. Or what is it supposed to
Yeah,
be
that
the
I don't
background?
know. Yeah.
I
You know,
think that's
so
actually a close-up picture of a Cheeto. But it works
Yeah.
like an explosion.
yeah, you never
So,
know. It could be KFC chicken under.
Yeah, you know.
yeah. So yeah, it just needs to
Oh,
be a little bit more defined and like have choose like a better background. Like if he's flying like in the afternoon or whatever, just have like you can Google search afternoon skies and things where like you know what I mean. It'd be better defined. Or if this is an explosion, then
Oh,
you
there
know
you go.
it's a
That's the
rice
rice
post.
post.
Rice
Yeah.
bowls.
There you go. Okay.
Oof.
Okay. So it's more like he just probably need to fine tune the posing then.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
Push the arms in a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah. The
yeah,
arms,
and the head
body.
and things. Yeah. So,
Don't be scared to move around your figure, man. Like you know what I mean? It's not gonna break.
Sure.
It is. I
This
mean,
is
especially
this
figure
isn't the
arts.
Mayfex, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's not.
And
Don't be afraid.
if it
Maybe
does
it's real-
break, if it does break, Akira will get you a new one.
Akira
Don't say that.
will just get 1 out of 10 of the same figure and send it to you. He already has like
Yeah, bro.
doubles and triples of that.
No, you know what I mean. Like if you buy figure arts and you're scared of posting it, it defeats the purpose of buying it.
sure.
Okay.
Very true. Yeah.
No.
Totally right. Yeah.
They're pretty resilient.
They're pretty resilient.
They're pretty tough.
Yeah,
Mm.
as long as you don't drop it from the second floor or something like that. But other than that, it should be fine.
Yeah.
All right. So can we move on?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Pound the gavel, Alan.
Oh, Dai Kaiju Do. I thought it was Kaiju Poo, for example.
No.
For a while.
Yeah.
The Kaiju Poo.
Kaiju do.
We found your clone, Isaiah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously he's very new at this. There's a lot that he could do to sell this a little bit more. One, he need okay, so like if we talk about like for photography perspectives and stuff, having like a lower angle would sell this a little bit more. His stuff is too against the wall. Like if he could bring it out a little bit more, yeah. And he needs to adjust his lighting game because he's just using just a generic white light, and it's just there's no other color. You know what I mean?
Probably the room light, or the,
it's just probably the room light and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's just flat. You know
It
what I
looks
mean?
more like
So-
a BTS than the main shot, right?
Exactly. This looks more like a BTS than a main shot. So, yeah. And like this is burning Godzilla, so like he's gonna be steaming and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like there's gonna be fire everywhere and stuff. So work on getting props for that. You know what I mean? So like if you get like a hold on a second.
The last shot, the orange shot, actually works for this one.
Yeah,
right?
if they're
Yeah.
combined, really, yeah.
Yeah. So like if you have like these Tamashii Nation these effects like this, right? I mean, he could use that, but you got to be careful how to use this too. You know what I mean? Because you don't
They're
want it
big.
right up against the figure because they're too big. You know what I mean? So like, what you could do is like have it close to the cameras just to give it that blur, and you use like one of these lights here
Backlight it.
to illuminate it. You know what I mean? Because like this. You know what I mean? So kind of like that.
I took a shot with those effects. They were kind of hard to light, but I think I had it right underneath it like that. That was the best way to do it.
Yeah. So having it underneath it, or like even like this, with Stella. So that's why these Ulanzi lights are a blessing. You know what I mean? Because you know, yeah, because they're small enough for like these parts here. I mean, so you can get some stuff like this, or you can go on YouTube and you could look up a tutorial on how to make fire with hot glue. You know,
Right.
Alan's made some stuff.
Yeah, Alan
with,
knows about that.
Alan,
Yeah.
hey,
I made like tiny ones. You know.
See?
Alan the
Yeah.
Glue Master.
Yeah. So you can make those, and you can and then they're small enough, you know what I mean, where like you
Yeah.
can put it like right against Godzilla and things, you know what I mean? So so you have to, yeah. So you know, he's new at this, you know what I mean? He'll go up from here, you know what I mean? So just think about getting more lights, more color into your background, the angle and stuff, you know what I mean? So he's got buildings already, you know what I mean? So now he just needs to build on his lighting game and things. So so yeah. Anything else, boys?
Yeah. I think the
Yeah.
building positions are good. The setup overall is good. It's just more about the angle and the lighting.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that not only the figure needs lighting, everything else needs lighting too. Gotta always remember that.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Work on
Background.
getting a background. Like if you can get like a poster board, you know what I mean? So like
That may be. I think that's a white poster board. It just needs more light. I think.
Yeah.
It's a
a
wall.
wall to
I think it's
me.
a wall.
Oh,
looks
is it a
like
wall?
You see the corner. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see the corner
Yeah.
here on the left
Mm.
side.
Yeah.
It's like
a
an
wall.
eggshell colored wall. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I wonder though, if it's a wall, can you just blast it with light and it will look like a
Right.
Probably
if
would.
you go for
Yeah.
well,
white.
John
She
Ruffin
shaded it.
does that, you know, like his wall
Yeah.
is gray, you know what I mean? But he painted his wall gray intentionally for, you know, for toy photography, you know
Wow.
what I mean? So
yeah.
yeah,
That's kind of cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
move the camera right to the left so that you don't see the corner of the wall, and it'll probably work. And probably
Yeah.
clean this up. There's some like lines in the wall too that really
Exactly.
breaks
Yeah,
the
I can
illusion.
see that. Yeah, breaks the illusion.
Oh, I thought that was my screen, mate.
No, I looked at the original Instagram shot, and those are there.
Yeah, cool. Alrighty. All right, so can we move on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Triple H has left the building.
I can't hear the sound effect, guys. Is it breaking your eardrums or something? I don't know how
No,
loud it
it's
is.
just very abrupt and a little scary.
It's actually quite loud. Maybe pick something a little bit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't hear it, so
Yeah, Patrick's laptop just crashed.
Oh yeah.
So,
We'll do.
because of the gavel. Oh no.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so let's look at this. This is Amir, the creator. He's been sharing a lot of his shots here. I like this shot. It looks nice. But he could. There's a lot of empty space here. So what he could do here, and he's got the tail cut off a little bit too much. You know what I mean? So if he had
A silhouette shot.
yeah, this could be good, like a good silhouette shot, but this would work better in what's it called?
Yeah.
Portrait, not landscape. You know what I mean? So if he moves the tail to the front, you know, the tail's whipping to the front, then he could use the portrait instead of landscape. That would work a little bit better. Yeah. Guys, thoughts?
this isn't his A shot, right? His A shot is more silhouette, right? Black and white, I think.
Yeah, his A
Is it?
shot is like a there it is. Yeah.
Oh wow. Wait, hold on. That's a lot better. I like that one a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a Bigfoot shot, right?
Yeah.
Like it was
Hmm.
shot in the 70s or 60s or something.
Yeah, when they
Yeah,
spotted
that
Bigfoot and all
grainy-
that.
The grainy, yeah.
Yeah. So
And, even with that, my take on that is like looks like the feet got cut off. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
what I would
when-
do
when
is
you-
just throw in some debris and stuff like that, broken buildings, or something that acts like broken buildings or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
yeah.
because you don't cut off like that. You know, it really looks like it's been chopped off.
Sure. Yeah. Anything else to add, boys?
No,
I like the
Um,
posing of this Godzilla. You know what I mean? Just like, you know what I mean. So if he moves the tail to the, whip it around in front of him, you could have the the portrait shot, and it would just alleviate more like this dead space here.
Yeah,
So-
yeah,
yeah, definitely
And
needs
with
to be cropped.
Yeah.
and like I think to make it as you said, portrait shot, right? In order to fit the tail, just detach the tail and just angle it so you don't see it, so you can
Yeah.
place it like close up, so it's not.
Sure.
So that's one thing that you could do.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's about it. To be honest, can't say much.
All right. Cool. Okay. So anything else to add, boys?
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on. Okay. Time to
Sounds like you dropped something.
get- Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you dropped a hammer down like a well.
Okay, so this one comes to us by our friend Gentil, TFT Shatterhome. I'm not sure what's happening here. Godzilla looks like he's tripping, or did Mecha Godzilla hit him? It's
Having by
not clear to me.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, it took me a second to realize that was even Godzilla. I thought it might have been someone else.
Yeah. So, composition, and tightness. Like, he needs to tighten it up a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because if you look behind Mecha Godzilla, there's that dead space there. So
Yep.
clearly, so he needs to tighten it up a little bit more. It's underlit too. I mean, like, all the light is over here, and there's no light on Godzilla at all.
Yep.
And just you have to be more clear, like, in the story that you're telling. You know what I mean? Because I don't understand what's happening here. Like, did Godzilla slip on a banana peel? Did Mecha Godzilla hit him? It's just not clear to me at all. And what's Mothra's intention here? Like, I know, like, in the movie, she teams up with Mecha Godzilla, but like, Mothra here is, I don't know. It's just she's just there for filler. She's not really in the shot for doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, there's no intention there as to why she's there, to me. Guys?
Yeah. I think there's a little bit too much light on the Mothra too on the front. Maybe
Way
it's,
too
like,
much light on Mothra, yeah.
situated like close to like maybe one of the general lights for the whole setup. Kind of
Hmm.
little strange. Too much light on her, not enough light on Godzilla.
Yeah.
And the lighting, it's not bad for the back, but the red on the building, I don't know. Like you said, composition. It's a little all over the place. It's not
Yeah.
bad, but I think a little bit more light, a little changing of the posing.
And
I
the
even think,
positioning of the buildings too,
Yeah.
So
and I'm weird when it comes to my shots. Like, I like, if I have two things on the sides, I like to keep the thing dead center.
mhm.
That's just a personal preference of mine. I don't think it looks bad here, but if I was taking the shot, I would move the the Mechagodzilla a little bit to the viewer right. That way it clears up that space and it's dead center. Because right now it's low on the left. But that's a preference. That's not everyone's not like that.
Yeah.
I think it's
so like
own shots back sometimes. Like simplify it.
Yes.
100%.
Dumb it down for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad, but like I said, like a lot of times if you have too much going on, I don't know. I like to think of this. Harold helped me with this a lot because there's a time where I'd have too much going on, but I think of it as if it was like a moving scene rather than a still. So if that makes sense, like there's scenes that I want to recreate from like a Godzilla movie, right? But it only works because the camera's moving. Now, if it's a still, it won't work at all. So you have to like, he told me I tried to go too exact when it comes to like recreating, and that if you focus on that too much, you'll end up taking away from the photo itself because it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
that's a great way of putting it. Definitely.
Yeah.
So just simplify.
Simplify key moments and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like even recently, like we did like Isaiah and I, we did those shots. The sequence shots and stuff like that, right? Like Godzilla popping out of the ocean and stuff like that might not. Well, it could work. You know what I mean? But like if you're doing a sequence shot, like one of those shots by itself doesn't work. Like you have to have like that story. You know what I mean? So like think of it that way. I mean, if you're gonna have one shot, Godzilla should be standing like facing off against Godzilla. That would be a lot better, and then we would understand. Okay, they're about to fight. You know what I mean? But like this, it just looks like what's Godzilla doing? You know what I mean? Like, is he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, or you got to move to panels.
Yeah,
do some panels.
Yeah, that's what what I just mentioned. Panels. You know what I mean? So yeah, and tighten up and just tighten it up a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's just too all over the place. Like you don't have to. You know, like. The main focus always has to be the figures, not your background. You know what I mean? And I feel like he wants to get the background in a little bit too much. You know what I mean? The focus should be more on the figures. Yeah. Okay. Anything else to add, boys?
I actually like the lighting at the back. Like if you take out everything in the foreground, this is a good picture. Like at the back, other than the empty space in the middle.
Yeah.
So like for me, if you're gonna do something complicated, right? You always, because a picture is supposed to tell a story. So you always start like what is the main action here? So that you should focus on that before you start adding on into like stuff like addition. So maybe like one way of doing it, maybe you have, I think Godzilla is being thrown by Mechagodzilla here. Maybe that's the story,
I see now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should focus more on that action first before you start taking different angles and adding Mothra in there and all that. So maybe, people still focus on the action, then they will look at the surroundings and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you first start,
so he's throwing Godzilla. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel that at all. Like when by looking at this, So
because I think this is like a second after he throws Godzilla. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you should focus on the when he was doing it, or after he was doing it, or whatever. But there has to be an action, and it has to be clear.
Sure.
Yeah, just to touch on what Akira said about the posing, definitely pose the Mechagodzilla so that it looks like he's being thrown. And just remember, if you break the Mechagodzilla while you're posing it, Akira Joe will buy you a brand new one.
If that's the case, then there's no point of having like, what is it called? Like insurance on your figures? Not insurance. What is it called?
Do you have insurance on your figure?
Not insurance. I can't think of the word right now. It's warranty.
Buyer protection.
Akira's warranty.
We have no warranty.
There is zero warranty. Yeah.
Whenever you buy an SH Monster figure, you all have an automatic 2-year warranty with Akira. Automatically.
Buy it from me.
No.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's move ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm looking at the original post, and I think he has an explosion effect on
Oh, so this is
Godzilla's
the ACBA
sto-
side.
on the tummy, and I think he's trying to say that Mecha Godzilla shot him. So if that's the case, he
Oh,
should
I
have
see
lit
it too.
Oh, I
have
see
lit
it
that
now.
explosion. You know, he should
Okay,
have
Yeah, I
lit
can
it
see
up,
that up.
light it up, so that you see that he was, something explodes in front of Godzilla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
Oh, I
comes
see.
to simplifying to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, as I was saying before, like the story has to be clear. If
Yeah.
Sure.
if the
So
viewer
and like,
have to
Go ahead,
spend
go
like
ahead.
5 minutes discussing to know what's going on,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try simplify it.
sure. All right, guys, let's move ahead because I got class at the 11.
We have a
Alrighty,
ton
so-
of photos,
Alright.
dude. Holy
Yeah.
All right,
So
move,
yeah,
move.
I picked a ton of photos, but so we'll leave these other photos for the next one. All right. So let's just go to this.
All right, sorry guys. I have to work now.
All right, guys, I gotta go. See ya.
Yeah, see you. But I gotta make a move. I gotta go to work now. Nice meeting you,
Okay.
Spence.
You know,
Yeah,
lost.
it's nice meeting
Oh,
you,
Patrick,
man.
perfect timing,
Because it's
Patrick.
about 10:30 in Malaysia at the moment, so I gotta go to work, man. Right.
Yeah, man.
Patrick.
I'm on to you, Patrick.
So you're
I wanna-
negative, right?
I want to talk to you more, Patrick.
we will. We
Yeah,
will, man.
I want to pick your brain about a couple things.
All
All
right.
right, cool.
Yeah,
Take care, man. See you guys.
Yeah, nice
All right.
meeting
Love
you.
you, Patrick.
Okay, man.
You see this?
Bye-bye.
This is for
Take
you,
care, brother.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's go with yours first, Spencer.
What? This is amazing.
If you look at Kong's eye line, it looks like he's looking at her shoes,
No.
not at her.
Spencer's
Yeah.
covering his ears, man. I don't think he wants to hear this.
I actually really like this shot. I didn't even notice that until Terrell said something.
Yeah, like
Yeah, this
here's the original comic, okay,
Here,
and like the eye line matches here, because the artist made it that way, but not necessarily here. And also too, Spencer, think of it like the posing on the woman. Who's that woman? Is that Scarlet? Who's that? Is that
it was the Target exclusive
Black Widow?
Target exclusive.
okay?
I like
I
it.
think it was a Target exclusive.
No,
No, I love the
she's
word
not-
exclusive.
okay.
Whenever I'm a sucker for it, dude.
It
Whenever
was the United States exclusive Black Widow.
Okay, the thing though is, if there's a big creature coming straight at
Be
you,
mean to
looking
me,
at you
Harold.
like that,
Be mean to
okay?
me. Give it to me, man.
she's just standing there. You know what I mean? Gives clear. Unfortunately, you can't. There's no, head sculpts that give emotion or whatever, right? So
Yeah.
you have to translate emotion through body,
body.
through
Body
the
language.
body and stuff like that. Body language, yeah, because like, you know what I mean. So like here, she's like, oh, you know what I mean, like. Give her some emotion, you know what I mean? Like how,
Yeah.
like in that Kong poster shot that I did, you know what I mean? I mean, it's a cut. I mean, this is a reverse of mine, but like, if you notice the way Brie Larson is reacting to Kong being right in her
Oh,
face,
man, you know the
what I mean?
names?
She's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like
That's
have
impressive.
that, you know what I mean? So like, give that emotion through her posing, you know what I mean? Like have her arm, like, it's like she wants to touch Kong, you know what I mean? So that to me would sell. I mean, this is just very bland,
Too stiff.
you know?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I think
I
it's a
the-
shot. I'm
the
really
eye
good
line.
at critiquing people.
Yeah, eye line definitely an issue. Pose definitely an issue. The blue background definitely an issue.
Oh,
been
with the sunlight.
changed.
No.
Okay, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I think the blue background is okay, but you know what can improve this shot?
What?
If you use Alan's technique, force perspective, move the Black Widow
Probably,
a bit
yeah.
further to make him closer, to make him small, to make her smaller.
No, yeah, no,
You know
that's
what I mean? that would have worked.
no, I
Where'd
think
you
Oh,
get
you're
this
right.
cutout
Yeah.
from?
I
Or she could be like
it's from
sitting
that
down or
comic.
like lying down, you know what
Oh,
I
it's a
mean?
comic.
To, if you want to match
Yeah.
the eye line with this, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
this one I think I think I took this one in like 2 hours, and I think I just went through it a little bit too quickly.
Mhm.
I mean, dude, all in all, to me, it's still a dope pick.
Yeah, but it
with
could
the
still
critiques,
there's
I
still
enjoyed this pick a lot.
yeah. What I really should have done is I should have looked at that original cutout source. That would have helped me out quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I don't for some
Yeah.
reason I just pulled the cutout and cut it immediately and didn't even look at what everything else that was going on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, look at the way that the character in the original comic. Look at the way
Exactly.
his reaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She should have that same reaction. You know. So
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah. It was a weird one for sure, but no, great critique. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Cool.
And
Yeah.
just don't ever say that again.
Yeah, you better watch your mouth.
And he'll never come back to the show.
I'm totally joking. Totally joking.
No,
Alrighty.
you're right, Sentry. We'll get him after this.
Well,
no, it's
I'm
all
next,
valid
so-
points.
Yeah.
Oh man, but are you next? I can't
Yes,
see.
I am. So Akira, you had something to say about this. Tell me. Like,
Yeah, Akira, why did you
I
pick this
think
photo?
I think there's something that I didn't do. I want to hear your
Okay.
perspective first.
What you can improve on is actually the posing on Kong.
Are
What?
you really?
Yeah, because you see
Wait.
the action,
What is the
right?
question? What do you say?
The posing on Kong.
Really?
Kong. Yeah,
But he's
'Cause-
jumping right at Godzilla, though.
yeah, and Godzilla pushed the axe back with the fire, right?
Yeah.
So instead of just jumping like that, maybe like he should be jumping.
Oh, extending?
You know what I mean?
Okay, I can see that.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, if you look at that, okay, that movie Godzilla versus Kong, there's that movie cheats galore. Okay, now in that shot, okay, when Godzilla fires his thing, his beam, he shoots it right at Kong, and Kong blocks it like right in front of his body. But then later he raises his axe like this, and then the beam follows it. But then he goes back. But then all of a sudden, like it's lighting on the back. Like realistically, that would be hitting his face. You know what I mean? It would just go like this. Like he didn't do this. You know what I mean? He did this. You know what I mean? So like the movie cheats. You know what I mean? So like I thought of that too. You know what I mean? But I was like, to me, this made the most sense. You know what I mean? Because like without cheating. You know what I mean? So like he's hitting the axe and Kong's jumping. Like if it like for me like. It just doesn't, you know, like in terms of like toy photography, like if you wanted things to actually make sense, it doesn't make sense for Kong to be like this and then like Godzilla's flying right at him.
This goes back to
What I'm
exactly
saying-
what you were just saying about the something that's in motion as opposed to you trying to take a picture of a still picture of something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit. My phone.
it doesn't always
Oh.
translate. I don't think it's bad though.
Yeah, I
Okay,
thought we were going.
uh,
Honestly, this image to me isn't the one I think we thought we were gonna pick. Because honestly, to me, this isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Besides the posing, maybe.
Okay. Well, it's not bad, you know what I mean, but it's something that I bring something to like to improve on. So you see your posing right now is like this.
So you want him to extend back like one of these? Can you see? Oh,
So
I'm sweating. I'm not-
he's a bit like bit like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this pose actually makes sense if his hands already like this. So he's in the slashing pose. So that's the body looks like this will be all right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if he's in the middle of the jump, he would have done this.
Okay, so
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
If he's in the middle of the jump, he would have done this. The axe could be there, it's fine. But his position should be in the middle of a jump instead of doing this already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
well, the
that's-
thing though
that's-
is like, because
I know it's hard because of the stand. Yeah.
Yeah, the stand and
understand
like the distance, right? Because if I push it back more, like give it more, and then he's like this, you know what I mean? Then like I kind of have to, you know what I mean? I have to pull the camera back more, you know what I mean? Like I want it to be more into, more closer to them. That's why I picked this, and
Yep.
yeah.
It's not a bad shot at all, Harold. It looks
It's not.
great. Yeah.
I'm nitpicking, and also
Yeah, exactly.
Harold, like
Mhm.
for me, like if you want to do highlight the beam, right?
Mhm.
Try make it darker because you see the ones at the back, the buildings at the back is a little bit too bright.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
my
kinda
main
lost
issue with
a
this.
little bit. So
Yeah.
if you make it darker, you can focus on the beam. and
That's
probably
the
looks a little
only
bit
thing
better.
I was gonna say too. Yeah.
what is it?
Oh, okay. So make
The overall
building-
picture is too bright. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the beam should be the brightest thing there. So
Yeah,
that
we-
it's-
and we
I
get-
use light painting for that actually. You know,
We-
I
we
use
get
light
why
painting
it's so
and then
bright,
I
but-
layered
Yeah.
it. You know,
No.
so
It looks.
Yeah.
I mean,
So for light painting, I guess because you tend to use a longer shutter speed, right? So it tends to
Mhm.
absorb more light. So
mhm.
Yep.
the way that I did it, at least in the past, the only light that I would have is the one lighting the beam because it's everything else is gonna get illuminated anyway, and the
Mhm.
beam should be the brightest thing there. So
Yeah, but the
I
thing though
think
is like with this Godzilla, like his not only is his beam lighting up, but also his back,
back,
and also
yeah.
the axe too. Like there's like a lot of
right.
light.
This scene
happening
is a
there.
very bright scene, and it's really honestly hard to mimic,
Yeah.
unless you have the iPop building, which has like
Its
oh,
own
man.
lights, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it has
Do you
lights
have-
built into them.
Do you
And
have a
they're
light
dimmer.
by
They're
the
a lot
building?
dimmer.
Yeah.
But
I
they're,
think
like,
it would. I think if the light was just more blue, it would probably it could be the same amount of light, just if it was a little
Yep.
bit more blue.
You guys should
Really?
really look into this dude named Tavis Leaf. He explains like he's I don't know, I'll go into it later. Sorry, I'm just going on. I'm tired. I don't know if you can tell, but I am sleepy.
Alrighty. So
I'm suffering right
Okay.
now.
so anything to add?
No, that's all from
No.
me since I picked this one.
Okay.
You bastard.
Well, I don't know. Like I really thought long and hard about like how this should look. You know what I mean? Because like if I try to recreate the movie doesn't make sense. Like Godzilla would like if he did that, Godzilla would blow his head off. You know what I mean? Like the movie clearly cheats, but yeah. Anyways, I'll do this later. Now you're next, Akira. Okay.
Oh
So-
boy.
Oh, I've been waiting for this for over a year.
Too dark. Too dark.
Too dark. Okay.
Do it.
Well,
I like
Akira's
the
gonna say
dramatic
this is his
lighting.
B-side. Is this your B side?
Yeah.
Akira?
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Go on.
Okay. Well, anyways, you got an explosion effect here, but it's not lit up. You know what I mean? And like it's too dark over here.
Oh, Harold's funny, dog. I swear. I love this group so much.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's great posing and stuff like that, but it's underlit. You know what I mean?
I don't like the
You're not-
background. If I want to be real with you, I
was
really
looking
don't.
at that too. I don't like the background either. Yeah.
I-
The horizon doesn't match.
I don't like Akira Joe.
Oh, you know what? Now that Sentry said that, I don't think I like him too much either. He buys.
Oh,
He
that-
has a lot of money. No, just kidding.
I
love
don't
you,
like
Akira.
toys.
We love you.
And I don't like Alan. Saying that because I do. I like toys.
Yeah. So a nice pick, Harold. Did you create that beam breath with a 3D pen? No, hot glue and straw. Hot glue and straw.
Oh wow, you
There's a
made
lot
that
of
effect?
tutorials
Oh.
on that on YouTube.
Jesus, Harold. Is there something you don't make?
You.
Well, I would hope not.
Okay. So
I was
anything to add here? I mean, it's a great photo. It's
How
just
y'all
those
gonna,
little
man?
nitpicks.
Y'all pick the hardest ones to critique.
Yeah, it's just the
Not
explosion,
really.
I think. Yeah,
It's
the
just the
explosion
explosion, yeah.
throws me
And
off.
then there should be a more light over here on this side here, coming from this direction. That's all. Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like that dramatic lighting, but maybe it's because of just how I like to light my scenes.
I have a quick the pieces that are falling down on the left from the top of the bridge.
Mhm.
What's the side panels? What is that? The foam or what is that exactly? That like
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Honestly, I
that
thought that was like
tannish-
concrete color.
just that little strip of it right there. It looks
Oh, it
like
bothers you.
No, yeah, I see it
Okay,
now. I
see.
see it now. Yeah.
yeah. I mean that's
Oh, right there.
yeah.
Mm.
That?
No,
or are you talking about the
no.
actual
I'm
bridge
talking about
falling?
the actual more to the right, Harold.
It's
the,
that. It looks like a green almost.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
this
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Not the-
no.
Go
To the
over.
left of
The other
left of-
side.
You see where
Godzilla's
the
arm.
car is? Now follow the car. It creates like a U. Now follow it down. There you go.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
there, right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's
yeah.
that's nitpicking though.
Mhm.
Sentry's on it. I like it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sentry.
I like it. We have to nitpick.
No, yeah, we really
Yeah.
do. That's how we grow
Yeah.
Yeah.
and lose friends.
But other than that, I think it's once again another solid shot.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So let's move on. So gavel,
Move on.
Akira, you had something to say about this one?
Yeah.
Kira again?
Well, since
Nobody
I
to
think almost
defend
all
it.
of it,
Whose is this?
and nobody has to
This is
defend it.
Patrick's.
Patrick's.
Okay.
All right, for me, like it's too much yellow, and like almost the figure itself almost blend with the explosion at the bottom.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think there's like
okay.
a little bit of mist, like from fog machine, that causes that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A little
And
bit more
also-
contrast.
Yeah, and also it's supposed to be a beam saber, and the beam is not lit up.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie
Oh.
to you. If the first time I seen this and you guys picked it, you see where the dude's head is. I don't know what the guy's character is in the background. I thought that was his fist, like going like, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
But I
yeah,
have bad
yeah,
eyesight, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
telling you,
so-
I have terrible eyesight.
Yeah, I would have changed the angle as well, because
Mhm.
yeah, you can't really see what's going on with the dude at the back.
Maybe the white balance too. Maybe that.
Yeah,
might
white
help.
balance as well.
It's
Yeah.
too warm.
See, sometimes you can have too much light, boys and girls.
Yep.
Nice. Ah, she.
Oh, and Patrick is here. I knew it. He's not at work. He's a fibber.
All right, so can we pound the gavel on this one?
Oh,
Isaiah, why did you not use a bigger Godzilla for this? Your NECA, because
my new
to
one?
me,
I did.
because you're
a
using
shot
the
of it.
SH
I just haven't
Monster Arts
posted it
here,
yet.
and like I don't, in this scene here where the Halo jumping and things,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like you have like, like in the movie you have that sense of scale of how big Godzilla is, but here I don't feel that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I can agree
If
to
you would
that.
have used a bigger Godzilla, and then to help sell the scale is have like these little soldiers. I'm actually going to recreate this myself and have these little figures. You know what I mean? Like they're jumping like right in front of him. You know what I mean? To help sell the scale. You know what I mean? Because it's too straight on.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
too
trying to, like I
straight on.
said,
It's
that's
too
where I said the
de-angled.
film accurate thing gets me a lot. And yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, that's something I've been struggling with myself. Is like I've been shooting too much stuff just like straight on. So I've been trying to mix up the angles.
I do have an alternate shot that I actually improved on. Oh, I think I did, but I'm gonna send it to you guys.
I love this. Honestly, I love it. But that sense of scale, like Harold mentioned, it's yeah.
You did it better before, Isaiah.
There should be
I
two
would
shots to this.
light up the background a little bit so you can see like the outline more of like the goggles. You know what I mean? Because you just don't see it at all.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
good.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I picked it.
Yeah.
I wonder, is that Isaiah? Is that a cutout?
It's a custom cutout. I must say, I drew it myself.
It must be small.
I wonder if you pointed a light right at the cutout facing
It
the
brightens
camera.
it up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys the shot, the updated one later. I did a new cutout with it's bigger, and it's with the NECA one that I just got from my friend. But yeah, I agree. Hence why I wanted to redo it, because I seen what I think we were like destroying it earlier. And I was like, damn, they're right. So I'm gonna definitely redo this one.
Because I did this one, but with my Giant X Plus, remember? But I added in the figures and stuff like that, jumping right in front of them and stuff.
Yeah, and I really like what you did with that too. I really do. I just don't have like I don't know how'd you make like the red flare color? Is that just like
easy?
Yeah.
Just you get it's hot glue, okay, and then use a red laser pen.
Okay,
red
I
laser
thought
pen,
it was
and then
like
that's it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need.
All right.
I'm gonna invest.
Okay, we gotta keep going. We got the last shot here. Okay, Alan Gavin. Alan.
Hey,
My
Alan.
God.
When you posted this, I was looking at it and I said, "Is this the shot that I posted?" Because I know I changed the fist, the hand, and then when I looked at my Instagram, oh shit, I posted the wrong shot. I posted the
No
newer shot.
excuses. No excuses.
That's
Too
my
late.
excuse.
Too late.
Come on, we've all had excuses this whole time.
Alan,
Oh man, I'm sweating.
there's sometimes like when you're posing like you have. I know the artwork that this is inspired from.
Yeah.
But when you're doing it, you know what I mean? And if it's not coming together physically, then just change it. You know what I mean? Just change it around. You know what I mean? Like instead of forcing it, you know what I mean? Because this just looks weird now, you know? I would like have Kong having his hand, like either his left hand or his right hand, both on Godzilla's neck, forcing it, you know what I mean? And then using Godzilla's arms just because he's got shorter arms, like he's doing this, you know what I mean?
Right.
I would have done that, you know what I mean? One of those, you know what I mean? But not leave like this. And like this arm here on Godzilla is doing nothing. You know, like show him like he's struggling more, you know what I mean? So
Alan, how dare you post this?
it was painful
I'm gonna
watching
take it
this.
down. I
It
should
was
put
painful.
my whole chat, my whole page down.
Can you guys see me?
No.
No,
Oh, there you go.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I think it the first thing that when I look at this, the first thing that pops into my mind, and it's really one of the only issues I have with it, is the blast coming from Godzilla's mouth. For some reason,
it's at the top of his mouth.
it seems like it's in an awkward position. The explosion's lit very nicely. I like that. The red light.
Oh, it's just too high up.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I think it's covering his dong, Kong's dong.
Oh yeah, you can see one of his ball. Yeah, right there.
Jingle balls, jingle balls.
You know what's crazy is I don't think Kong has it, according to a video I watched.
Oh,
No, he has it. It's kind of small because they don't screw a lot, apparently. Yeah,
That's the only thing that didn't grow.
That's why they're extinct.
They're normal size. You know?
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned this. I'm sorry.
It's too late. Now we have to go down the rabbit hole.
Oh, Patrick would have jumped on that balls and dick. You know, he loves those things.
I knew it.
You probably heard that.
Patrick, say something if it's not true. Oh no, dang. Yeah, he can't answer.
I think all of these shots were really solid. Just
minor
couple changes, I think, but overall they show that there's a reason why you guys are the Titan Masters.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
A Century, let me let you in on a secret. I'm not a master.
I'm a Titan amateur.
I'm just
I just
Isaiah.
push the buttons around here, so
Yeah.
I'm just busy all the time.
All right, guys. All right, guys. Thank you so much, guys. This was fun.
Thank you, man. Thank you, everyone.
2 hours
Thank you,
later, boys. 2 hours later.
Spencer, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me on, man.
This was
It was
fun.
awesome
A lot
talking
of
with you
fun.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So we'll be back in 2 weeks for our next episode with Brandosaurus Rex. All right. So
my brother.
Yeah.
So
And
he's
everybody
coming
greet
on.
the old man. Happy birthday. Come on, guys. This is
Oh,
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'll be 45 on Monday.
Yeah, I was about to say,
So,
today's not your birthday.
No, Valentine's Day
Monday.
is my birthday.
Valentine's Day,
14.
man.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's a rough birthday.
I know.
He doesn't get to celebrate it.
No, I don't.
Is this in front of my head? I can't see.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right, guys. All right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. Oh, thank you very much, David. All right, guys. It was a lot of fun. Spencer, thank you so much. All right,
Of course,
guys.
thanks.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. All right.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.